Hello and welcome to the Heart of Markness Led Zeppelin podcast, episode 93. 93 is a very significant number for those who follow Mr. Page and his occult leanings. 93, 93, 93. Bum, bum, bum. Why is that? Look it up. We are on part 3 of our journey through my favorite show of the LA 77 run. They did 5 nights at the LA Forum, which are legendary. And this is not everybody's favorite show. I mean, it's a subjective thing, but this is mine so far. I like it better than Eddie. I like it better than Badge Holders. It speaks to me. So let me entertain you. And let me give a nice shout out, thank you to Amy, who is a listener and a member of the group, who sent me not only a batch of really cool greeting cards using art taken from the Everything I Know I Learned from Led Zeppelin, like adult/children's book, and sent them to me and sent me a very sweet card. Thank you very much, Amy. You are super, super rad. And it was a nice thing to come home to. And especially on a nice, rainy, cool day. Hasn't been the best day. I mean, we all have days like that. And it's nice to come home to something nice. So here we go. Aren't you going to talk for 12 minutes? I hope not. I'm going to try and jump right in and finish this off, because at this point, I am ready to move on to the next thing. I have a 1975 show that I have promised a patron for a very long time to do. So I'm going to do that. There's Providence 1973, July 21st, 1973. Holy shit, is that a good show. And then, man, I listened to on the Dogs of Doom Discord, there was a listening party yesterday for... I believe it was maybe it was the day before yesterday, for January 26th, 1969 at the Boston Tea Party, the legendary show that went on forever. I have never, that might be Jimmy's best show ever. I mean, the tape is rough. It's unbalanced. It's distorted in places. And I don't know. I think I have to listen to the whole show and see if I can cull something out that would be not too jarring to listen to. But goddamn, does Jimmy play well? Like, no, not even well. Out of this world. Out of this world. All right. Sorry to yell. Alrighty. Tidy. If you're just jumping in to this is your first time listening, which I doubt it is, but if it is, I highly recommend jumping back 2 episodes to part 1 of this, because then I talk a lot more about the background of this show and the tour, etc., etc. And also I play different songs. Otherwise, I mean, it's not an episodic Game of Thrones kind of show I do here, so you're not missing anything really if you jump in now. Just a suggestion. Well, my friendos, I am going to play for you, right here, with only 4 minutes talking, Achilles Last Stand from June 26th, 1977 at the LA Forum. And boy, oh boy, are you going to like it. I hope. Otherwise, you might be listening to the wrong podcast, if you know what I'm saying. All right, friendos, here's Achilles Last Stand at the LA Forum on June 26, 1977. Enjoy. I'll see you in 150 years. we have it. Led Zeppelin, perhaps you've heard of them, playing Achilles Last Stand quite well. I like Jimmy's sound on this night. His tone on this night is more pleasing to my ears, even if the recording isn't up to the caliber of the Mike Millard, Eddie and Badge Holders shows of the 21st and the 23rd. Still A-okay to this guy right here. Well, this is part 3, so I have it loaded up and power through because it's already like, everything that I've said about it. So this is more let's wrap this up and get her done so we can move on to the next wonderful Led Zeppelin show. There are so many. There are so many still to explore. Thank God for bootlegs. Thank God for tapers. Thank God for Led Zeppelin. Good for what ails ya. All right, friendos. After Achilles' Last Stand, the boys played a rarely played deep cut called Stairway to Heaven. You may not recognize it. You may not remember it. But it's there. It's there. It's in their catalog. It was a B-side to Poor Tom, I believe. But in any case, we were blessed with this once-in-a-lifetime performance, wink, of Stairway. And it's a good one. It's a really good one. I mean, Stairway's always a little trite because it's Stairway. But the solos are usually good. And it's easy to solo in A minor. It's easy to sound good in A minor. I mean, I am a troglodyte on guitar right now, and I can pull off a halfway decent solo in A minor. And Jimmy is a fucking god this night, so it is good, folks. If you want to hear Mr. Page just laying it out there, you're going to enjoy this one. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Stairway to Heaven, LA Forum, still June 26th, still 1977, and I am still Mark from the Heart of Markness. I hope you enjoy.
Well, it's true to say the badge remains the same. How you feeling, Robert? Stairway to heaven. Good night.
There we have Stairway to Heaven. Feels weird being 30 minutes in and I'm basically done, but the reason behind that, dear listeners, ladies and gentlemen, Damen und Herren, pots and pans, is simply because this is part 3. We've listened to almost the entire concert, except for the beginning part. And I mean, Song Remains the Same, I don't need to hear. And Sick Again, with the Rover thing, I'm not a fan of Sick Again. And if you want to hear the entire concert, you can go to heartofmarkness.com, where there is a lovely link for you to download the entire concert, including the songs not played by myself, the drum solo, the noise solo, Over the Hills and Far Away, Song Remains. Let me see what I have omitted. Oh, in fact, in case this is your first listening, let me read you the set list of the show. Song Remains the Same, where it cuts in towards the end. It's only a minute long. The Rover, Sick Again, Nobody's Fault But Mine. Oh, I didn't play that. Over the Hills and Far Away, Since I've Been Loving You, No Quarter, 10 Years Gone, Battle of Evermore, Going to California, That's All Right Mama, Black Country Woman, Bronyar Stomp, White Summer, Black Mountainside, and that has a slight cut in it. Kashmir, brilliant version. Over the Top, that's only 3.5 minutes long. Somebody cut out that. The noise solo, which is 22 minutes long, so they cut out the drum solo, but they kept the noise solo, which is more of a visual thing, with the lasers and such. Achilles Last Stand, Stairway to Heaven, and the song that I'm going to play now, It'll Be Me, I'll Be Waiting For You. Coming to 182 minutes, 27 seconds. So given the cuts, we are probably more at 3.25 to 3.5 hour long concert. Holy mackerel. These guys were good when they were good. So, like I said, if you want that, you can download it from heartofmarkness.com. Just scroll until you find, actually it should be close to the top, the appropriate podcast and link. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. Well, I have to do my podcast spiel. Cut paste. You can find me on the internet and Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube by searching for Heart of Markness, and you will find this fella right here. Facebook group is welcome and open to you. You are welcome to join. I have to approve you, but all I do is click approve and behave, and you're all good. I got a little zealous. I felt bad because I misunderstood somebody's response and thought they might be being a little bit inappropriate, but they were not. They were just being sarcastic, which is completely what the internet is for. And I'm glad I didn't come down hard, because sometimes I'm not good with reacting immediately. Sometimes I disproportionately react, or I get all internet involved. But it worked out. So, my friend, if you're listening, I apologize. You are welcome in the group. I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable. I think we ironed it out. But in any case, I didn't feel good about that interaction. My part of it. So, la-di-da. What else? Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, heartofmarkness.com, the website where I put the shows. You can find almost every show that I have covered is available to download in its completion on heartofmarkness.com. And if you like what I do and you like how I do it and you're of a mind to support it materially, you are welcome to paddle on over to patreon.com/heartofmarkness or click the Patreon link on heartofmarkness.com up at the top so you don't have to do all that hunt and pecking. And look into being a patron of the podcast. Help support it. Keep the lights on here. And these are the names of the people who are currently supporting myself and my podcast. So we offer a Laurel and Hardy handshake to the titans upon whose shoulders rests the Heart of Markness. So thank you and much love to Jeff And Jeff, oh, I did listen to that Black Crowes 96 show, or watch it rather. It is bad ass. Love it. Thank you, brother, for sharing that with me. Thank you to Chris, Michael, Rob from Melbourne, Australia, Wayne, Brad, who I owe a show to, and you're going to get it next week, my friend, Dan Yell, Tracy, David, who always shares my podcasts on Facebook and to whom I am very, very grateful. Big Zeppelin fan. Love you, David. Peter, I was going to say his last name. Shouldn't do that. Peter, there we go. End of statement. Mark, other David, Bonzo Billy, and of course, Mimo. And shout out to patron emeritus Jeremy, who purchased the microphone through which I am speaking now, and honorary patron, who's too young to be a patron, Evan. What's up, my brother? See, I'm very cool, huh? I can relate to the kids. All right, next week will most likely be March 4th, 1975 in Dallas, beginning the 75 tour. Have somebody who is really dying to hear that, and I have not heard it in years and years and years, and so we're going to do that next week, unless something else crazy pops up. And after that, I think I may, I don't know, I may dip back in 1969, I may do 73, who knows? The shadow knows. And I will be back this weekend, my birthday weekend, with another classic rock podcast with something live. Probably the Mike Millard release of the week. Keeping that going because I'm an archbishop in the Church of St. Mike Millard. I spread his word. And I have one more song for you. I'd actually had to put an edit in here because I had ended the entire show, said bye-bye, be good to yourselves and each other and all that. And then I'm like, wow, that's an awful short show. I mean, it is a short show because I've done everything I want to do. But I didn't do this very last thing, which is their encore, which is, I think it's a Jerry Lee Lewis tune. It'll Be Me. All the boys, it'll be me. It's kind of cacophonous. You will hear it and perhaps you will like it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Good old rock and roll standard for the encore. Enjoy!
Well, if you hear somebody knocking on your door, if you see
Did he say 24 minutes past midnight? Holy shit, I'd be pissed. I'm an old man. Keep me up till midnight. Yes, I would stay because it's Led Zeppelin. But that means even though they played for 3.5 hours, they didn't start till 9? Wow. Well, whatever. They're Led Zeppelin. They can do what they want. That was a nice show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed the sound. I enjoyed the playing. Jimmy's playing was fluid. I mean, I don't know. Other people have contacted me and they like the show too. And it's just, it's just how do you explain why you love something? How do you explain why you love someone? So I hope you enjoyed it. Next week will be something different. We have tapped this out. And I think I may stay away from 77 for a little while because 3 weeks and it's a lot. So I'll pop over to 75 and then, man, I really want to give that Providence 73 show a spin and see. God, there's so many things to play. Well, we have all the time in the world, folks. So we will use it. Thank you for listening. Be good to yourselves and each other, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.